Let's go. What is up, you sexy beasts? Welcome back to another video. I hope that you are fantastically well. Wherever you are in the world, I really do hope that you are well. The Rogue Invitational, it's upon us. It is 2 days away, I believe. And today I want to have a chat about the Rogue Invitational workouts. And before we do that, Mr. Khan Porter put out a post yesterday and it was an acceptance to the Wodapalooza teams competition. And he tagged James Newbury and Jay Crouch. And he said, so who's coming second? So it looks like Mr. Khan Porter, James Newbury and Jay Crouch are going to team up for the Wodapalooza in January, which is so exciting. Talking about Khan Porter, look at the state of the guy. He's on a pirate ship in Portugal, just living his absolute best life.
Always in the sun, but no one's sun is ever in me. Anyways.
Oh man, I just love the guy. So last night I messaged all three of those boys in a group message and I said, why don't you guys come to the Gold Coast, do a training camp, and I'll create like a little mini doco on the Aussie boys getting ready for Wodapalooza. So that should be pretty cool if we can make that happen. But hey, today let's talk about the Rogue Invitational workouts. They've released, I believe, 6 of the workouts, and there's a 7th one that is to be confirmed. But the athletes are arriving in Austin, Texas, and Rogue is doing things that has never been done before. If not aware, firstly, Rogue is paying for all the athletes' flights, no matter where you come from in the world. They're paying for the flights to get to the event, and then they're paying for all the accommodation at the event as well. So they're really looking after the athletes. The prize money is ridiculous. Again, they're breaking ground in the sense that the prize money is not only what they've decided the prize money is, they've actually said that depending on the ticket sales, the prize money can go up. But not only that, also there's some Bitcoin involved. So if Bitcoin goes up, which it has, then the prize money goes up again. So there's a massive prize purse. I'm not exactly sure of the amount. I'll see if I can find that shortly. But have a look at this video. The athletes are arriving in Texas and they are kitting them out. They're kitting all the athletes out with like cowboy boots and cowboy hats and belts. It's really legit. I think that is just the coolest thing. So well done, Rogue. But let's have a look at these workouts. So on Friday, we're starting with event 1 is the Go Ruck, and it's a wheelbarrow pull to Zeus. So what I imagine here is a wheelbarrow, and you'll be backpedaling. So if you imagine holding a wheelbarrow and then pedaling backwards towards the Zeus rig. Once you get there, you'll be going over and under a log. We saw these at the ranch games in 2020, where the athletes had to go over and under a log. 5 rope climbs, and then the unknown element here is the 3 sandbags to the top of the hill. Now, I did some investigation. I went onto Google Earth and I had a look at the stadium, and there are no hills. There are no hills around, and I can't imagine that they will allow the athletes to run too far away out of the stadium because obviously there's spectators. So I jumped on Google Earth. I had a little look at what's going on there, and here's kind of what I reckon is going to happen. Let's have a look at this image here that I've drawn up in advance for us. So based on an image that Rogue has posted on their Instagram, it seems like the workout floor is going to be where that main baseball area is. I don't know anything about baseball, so Please excuse me if my terminology is not correct, but whatever that main pitch area is, that's where the main floor is going to be set up, which makes sense because that's where the stands are, right? That's where all the spectators will sit. And then it looks like by the image on their Instagram that Zeus will be down this end. Now, the only hill type thing I can see is this little grass bank at the back of the field. So I wouldn't be surprised, you know, just based on how well Rogue does things, and they always do things to the next level. Nothing seems to be too hard for Rogue. I wouldn't be surprised if they have connected the main playing field with that grass slope, you know, where people can sit and view. I wouldn't be surprised if they've connected that up to be a, you know, just a consistent incline, and that they'll actually just run across the field, up and around the hill, and then back to the rig. To me, that makes the most sense. I couldn't see any other hills or anything that looks like a hill around the stadium. So that's my prediction. It'll be a short run just up that little bank and back to the rigs. Guys, sorry to interrupt. This is editing Wykie. Just a quick little cut here. I was just going through the Rogue Invitational images here as they were putting the Zeus rig up, and I noticed in the background of Zeus, have a look at this. What's that? What's that at the back of Zeus? I reckon these guys, they're building a hill. They're building a temporary hill. I could be wrong, but that's right behind the Zeus rig, and it's some kind of structure that's obviously being built. I reckon they're just building a steep ass hill right on the field. Anyway, we'll see. So going back to the workout, it's got 3 sandbags to the top of the hill. So I don't know if that means that they put a sandbag on their back and they run up the hill 3 times, or does it mean that they go and drop a sandbag, come back, grab another one, go up again, and do that, you know, do 3 bags. It still ends up being 3 runs. I guess if they're going back for new bags, it just means that they're running back with no weight on them. But in my opinion, the 10 rope climbs is going to be the deal breaker, especially with a go ruck on your back. It's not like a vest where the weight's evenly distributed front and back. With the go ruck, it's like a backpack, so all the weight's behind you. So I spoke to Royce about this actually recently, and he was saying how much harder it is with a go ruck than it is with a weighted vest, because that bag's constantly pulling you back away from the rope. It's a lot more of a fight, and I think that's going to be the determining factor. So I think the taller, leaner athletes are going to do well at this workout because rope climbs favors a taller person. But by saying that, if you're too heavy, then obviously that's going to slow you down as well. So that's why I say a taller, leaner athlete. Someone that comes to mind is Cole Sager. I think he could do really well in this workout. On the ladies' side, I reckon Annie Thorisdottir could do really well in this workout. So anyway, obviously there's a bunch of unknowns there with the run, but that's my prediction of the run. That'll just be a short run within the actual stadium. Event number 2, the Bella Complex. We've got 1 clean, 1 shoulder to overhead, 1 front squat, 1 shoulder to overhead for max load. So absolutely the shoulder to overhead, especially that second one, is going to be the limiting factor. It's not going to be how much can you clean of a front squat, it's going to be how much can you put over your head. Just off the top of my head, I reckon the men's winning weight will be around that 340 pound mark, which is like 150 kgs, which will be unreal. It might even be more. It might even creep up to that 350 pound mark. On the lady side, I don't have a whole lot of idea on the weight, but I'm gonna say like 110 kgs, which, what is that, like 240 pounds. And my picks here is gonna be Guy Malheiros for the men and Tia for the ladies. Tia or Amanda Barnard. Event 3, the Echo Burner. So we've got 20 thrusters, 40 cals on the Echo bike for the men, 32 for the ladies, 20 thrusters, super short sprint. I reckon the Echo bike here is going to be the determining factor, how well you can do on the Echo bike. And I think a larger athlete is going to do good here. So I'm going to say Pat Vellner on the men's side and Laura Horvath on the ladies' side, purely based on, you know, just how they can really push that Echo bike. I reckon those are going to be 2 athletes to watch. So I reckon those 20 thrusters can be done in, let's say 45 seconds. 45 seconds for both sets, unbroken. That's 1:30. And then 40 cals for the men, maybe another 45 seconds, max maybe even 30 seconds. So I reckon this workout's gonna be sub 3 minutes, if my math's correct. 45 and 45 on the thrusters is 1:30, and let's say 45 seconds on the bike, it's 2 minutes 15. It's gonna be fast. It's gonna be fast and furious. It's gonna be a good one to watch. The weights are super light for these guys, so it's gonna be an all-out sprint. Event number 4, concept 2. We've got 4 rounds for time, 21 cal ski erg, 21 mid-ball GHG sit-ups, and then again the hill run. I remember Matt Fraser talking about just how ridiculously fast Justin Medeiros could string GHD sit-ups or can go through GHD sit-ups. So just based on that observation and remembering what Matt said about that, I reckon Justin Medeiros will smash this workout. And again, the hill run, it's going to depend on what the hill is. I think most people will finish the ski erg around the same time. It's going to be how fast you can cycle those mid-fall GHD sit-ups, and then how good a runner are you up a hill. That hill doesn't look very steep if that is the hill, but I could be wrong. But yeah, my money's on Justin Medeiros for this one. And then again, I mean, Tia's a given for any workout. Actually, on the ladies' side, I'm going to say one of the youngsters, Hayley Adams or Mel O'Brien, will take out this workout ahead of Tia Claire Toomey, I reckon. Event 5, the mule. We've got 21:15.9 of deadlifts and burpees. The deadlift weight on the men's side is 315. I believe that's 140 kgs. Ladies, 225 pounds, which is like 100 kgs. So this one here, I think it's going to probably come down to the deadlift speed. I think all these guys can move at a pretty brutal pace on the burpee pull-ups. Like, it'll be hard to make up time on that movement. So on the deadlifts, you know, Pat Valner's got those long gorilla arms. So I'm going to give it to Pat Valner on this workout based on his deadlift ability. Burpee pull-ups, it's going to be interesting to see what the standard is, whether they can jump and then go straight into a pull with that momentum of the jump, or do they have to jump up, hang dead, and then do the pull-up. I'm not too sure what the standard's going to be there, but that'll be interesting to watch. Ladies, yeah, I'm going to say Carrie Pearce. Also on the burpee pull-ups, like, she's so bouncy. She'll be able to just bounce through those burpee pull-ups pretty fast. I wonder if actually the burpee pull-ups, maybe that'll be the determining factor. I don't know. I haven't done enough of those to know if you can speed up on those, but it's really hard to pick because the field is so legit. Hey. Actually, while I'm looking through these names on this list, there's one male athlete that I'm going to keep an eye on this weekend. And again, it's because Matt Fraser kind of spotted him during the snatch event at the games. And this guy moves so spectacularly well. And I reckon he's going to make some noise in the coming year or two. And that is Andre Howdett. I hope I said that correctly. Andre Howdett. Anyway, just thought I'll throw that out there. Keep an eye out on his performance this weekend. Let's have a look at event number 6. It is the chipper. It's the longest workout of the weekend. Obviously we haven't seen workout number 7 yet, but it is a chipper. It's a 45 cal row for the men, 40 cals for the ladies. Then we have 35 box step ups with a feed bag. So that's going to be interesting to see what shape and size that feed bag is. 70 pounds for the men, 50 for the ladies. 30 strict handstand push-ups. That is not good for Laura Horvath, is it? 30 strict handstand push-ups, 15 ring muscle-ups, jerry can carry. So that is, if you know what a jerry can is, it's like these big, I'll put a photo up on the screen of what a jerry can is. But when I was working for the New Zealand police, we used to use these jerry cans to test some of the officers that were going for the armed defender squad. And yeah, they get pretty brutal on the grip, on the forearms. I'm not sure, oh, there you go, 100 pounds for the men, 70 for the ladies. Decent amount of weight on those cans. Then 15 ring muscle ups, we're going backwards, 30 strict handstand push-ups, box step overs, and the row. It's a bit of a chipper here. If Fikowski was competing, I would have said 100% Brent Fikowski, but I think he is zoning in and improving and getting better for the 2022 CrossFit Games. I can only imagine that's the only reason that he's declined his offer to compete at this event. It's just to start digging into the off season and whatever he's working on. So event number 7 is to be confirmed. Let's see, what have we not seen this weekend? I don't think we've seen any snatching. We haven't seen snatching. We haven't seen double unders. We haven't seen a dumbbell or a kettlebell yet. And then we've only been on the pull-up bar once, and that was for the burpee pull-up. So yeah, so those are some movements that could come up. Double under snatches, toes to bar muscle up, and then kettlebell and dumbbell. So who knows? Those are my initial thoughts, tribe, but down in the comments below, let me know what you think looking at these events, who could do well at these 6 events that we know of so far. I'm gonna try and put some content out over the weekend as the event goes on, but my first priority will be to get the Fraser vlogs out. So if you don't see much of me, don't stress, just go over to the Fraser channel and check out Matt's vlogs. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of fun, a lot of cool insights and behind the scenes stuff. And other than that, guys, enjoy some more live competition. I believe you can watch it on YouTube, on the Rogue channel, the Rogue website. There'll be plenty of avenues to catch the action. But other than that, you stay sexy, keep roaring love, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you real soon. Okay, bye.